Hello friends, welcome again to my channel. If this is your first time of watching my videos, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel for more sewing videos from me. And in this tutorial, I'm going to show us how to take accurate body measurements. Please stay tuned. Taking accurate measurements is one of the most important keys to a great fit. This is the foundation for a well-tailored garment. In taking body measurements, there are two types of body measurements. We have the vertical measurements and the horizontal measurements. What then is vertical measurements? These are measurements you take along the body, while the horizontal measurements are those you take around the body, that is the circumference. Okay, so now tips for taking body measurements. Number one, ensure the person being measured stands upright on both feet for accurate measurements. Number two, use a good quality tape measure because some tape measures can stretch out over time, resulting in incorrect body measurements. Okay. Number three, it is often better when your client wears a fitted outfit when measuring because baggy clothes can skew the measurements. So take note, this is very important. Number four, ensure or tell your client to wear a regular bra top when coming for measurements because this will only help to get the accurate bust measurement. Okay. Number five, if your client plans to wear heels, so it is important to ensure she wears her heels while taking the measurement, or she stands on her toes while taking full length measurement. This is very important for full length measurement. Okay. And lastly, always adhere to the rule of measuring twice before cutting. This is very important. You never can go wrong when you take your measurements twice, just to cross check that you are on track. Okay, so always ensure you measure twice before cutting so as to avoid mistakes. So starting with the shoulder measurement, this measurement is taken from one shoulder bone to another. Okay, make sure it passes through the neck bone as you can see in the picture. Okay, from one shoulder bone to another. So the next is shoulder to upper bust measurement. This measurement is also known as your chest measurement. Okay, so from your shoulder, from the neck of your shoulder, place the tape measure down to where the upper bust is, as seen in the picture. Next is upper bust circumference. This is your chest circumference. Okay, this is best for off shoulder, tubes, and other types of measurements. So this is how to take the upper bust circumference. So next is the back view of the upper bust circumference. This is how the back would look like. Okay, so you use your hand to lift the tape measure. The next is shoulder to bust point. That is taking your measurement from the shoulder to where your nipple point is. Okay, this will help you to determine the next, which is the bust circumference. So you place your tape measure round your bust circumference. Make sure you dip 2 fingers into the tape measure. Okay, for accurate measurement. So that's all about the bust circumference. The next one is the nipple to nipple point. This is otherwise known as your bust span measurement. Okay, your bust span measurement. This measurement is best for taking your darts. Okay, for taking your dart, for dart manipulation and analysis. So the next is your shoulder to under bust measurement. This measurement is best for anything princess darts, your classic darts, or your normal darts. Okay, so you place the tape measure from the shoulder to where the bust ends. The next is the circumference round your under bust. Okay, just make sure you place your 2 fingers into, you dip 2 fingers into the tape measure. So the next is shoulder to waist. Shoulder to waist. This shoulder to waist means there are 2 types of waist: the waist for your blouse and the waist for your skirt or trousers. Okay, the upper waist and the low waist. Okay, as you can see in the picture, there's the upper waist and there's the low waist. Okay, so it all depends on what you want. So now to get the waist measurement properly, just tie a rope around your waist as you can see in the picture, from your shoulder take the tape rule down to where the rope is. That gives you your waist measurement. Okay, that's your upper waist measurement for your jumpsuit, for your blouse, whatever, as good as your half length. Now the same way you have gotten the half length as in the waist for the front is the same way you get for the back. Okay, the back is always shorter than the front waist, and that is the excess of tying that rope round. So with that, you'll be able to get the best location for your back waist. Now next is the waist circumference. So you measure round your waist to get your accurate waist circumference. Okay, that takes us to the next, which is the shoulder to the hip point. This shoulder to hip points helps you to determine the circumference round your hip. Okay, the location where you take the circumference round your hip. This takes us to the next, which is the hip circumference. You place your tape measure round your hip. That is the fullest part of your hip is exactly the location for your hip circumference. Takes us to the next, which is the shoulder to the knee. Okay, this is best when you are sewing gown or you're sewing trousers or whatever. Okay, so that's how to take shoulder to your new measurement. The next is our crotch depth. Now for the crotch depth, you take your tape measure and let it go down to the crotch region to the other side. I'll show you the back now. As you can see, that's the back. Okay, so you place it from the front and let it come to the back this way. But there are other methods of taking this crotch depth. Okay, you can sit on a chair. You tell your client to sit on a chair while you measure from the waist down to the position where the butt meets with the seat. Okay, where the butt meets with the chair, with the seat. Okay, so whatever answer you get is your crotch depth, and you can also use hip divided by 4 minus 1 inch as your crotch depth. Okay, this is how the back looks like for the crotch depth. Okay, so this takes us to the next, which is a thigh measurement. Now for the thigh measurement, we have the thigh and we have the upper thigh. I'll show us the upper thigh shortly. This is how to take the thigh circumference. Okay, the next is the upper thigh circumference. Can you see in the picture the way I took the upper thigh circumference? Now the next is the armhole measurement. For this armhole measurement, just place your tape measure around your armhole, and you can also use shoulder divided by 2, or you can use your bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Okay, so that's all for the armhole measurement. Next is your round sleeve. Your round sleeve, that's how long you want your sleeve to be. Okay, it could be short sleeve, which is this, that's the round sleeve, or you can also make it the next one, which is the 3/4 sleeve. Okay, meaning you are measuring from your shoulder a little bit above, a little bit more than your elbow line. Okay, that's your 3/4 sleeve. And if you don't want 3/4 sleeve, we can measure this one called the long sleeve, which is from your shoulder to your wrist measurement, where your wrist is. Okay, you can use this long sleeve for your suits, for your jacket, for whatever long sleeve, any long sleeve shirts or whatever. Okay, so this is how to take your long sleeve measurement. So the next one is your neck depth. Okay, so from the neck of your shoulder, you take it down to whatever depth you want, because your neck depth actually depends on what you want. Okay, it depends on what you want. So this takes us to the next, which is the neck width. Okay, now for this neck width, you can see the way I placed my tape measure. Okay, so the whatever answer you get is you're gonna divide it by 2, because your fabric is gonna be unfold. Okay, so whatever neck depth, you divide it by 2. The next one is the shoulder to your ankle measurement. You can see the way I took this measurement. That's me in the picture. Now taking it from the shoulder across the bust down to your ankle. Okay, so this is best for full length. Okay, maybe you're sewing a gown, you're sewing a jumpsuit, full length. The next is the ankle circumference. Now for this ankle circumference, pay attention here. You take the tape measure around your ankle, but it does not stop here, because you can't get it accurately well like this, especially when the fabric is not stretchy. Okay, so you need to measure it down like this. Okay, you need to take it down a little bit like this. in a way that you first measure your ankle, then you slightly wrap your tape measure around your heel and ankle just above the instep. Okay, so doing it this way will give you will make it easy for the person to pull out the trouser or wear the trouser easily, especially when the fabric is on old, is not stretchy. Okay, because this is the best way to take your ankle circumference. So that's all for the measurement. Okay, that's all about taking accurate body measurement for your perfect fit. If you if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up and smash the subscribe button for more sewing tutorials from me as I upload more videos soon. Okay, thank you.